I know we're a little late, but this is our review of Superman. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to Fly By Night Reviews. I'm your host, Kiren.
And Dom.
Today, me and Dom are reviewing Superman. This one is directed by James Gunn and starring David Corenswet and Nicholas Hoult. But before we start, make sure you like and subscribe below. We'd really appreciate it. I know this movie's already, it came out about a year ago.
Yeah.
And around that time, we weren't really doing the reviews. So, in preparation of Supergirl that's out June 26th, felt like maybe we should review it for you guys and let you guys know what we thought of the film. But Dom, what'd you think?
I loved it. Especially after the previous version. This was the Superman movie I've been wanting for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a huge Superman fan. Of course, a huge fan of the Christopher Reeve movies.
Yes.
I've seen some of the shows, a little bit of Smallville, and the Superman and Lois show as well.
That was a great adaptation, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to finish it. Like, I kind of started it. I just never really... Because there's, a million episodes, and...
Yeah. This is the problem with TV shows. There's... Especially ones that are already done. There's a lot.
Yeah. And, I didn't absolutely hate Man of Steel. I just felt like, Zack Snyder kind of missed the mark on representing Superman. At least what I think Superman's like.
Yeah.
The movie just felt very dark, gloomy, and I think James Gunn really, with Superman, he really captured the comic book essence of Superman. Mm-hmm. Even more so, I feel, than the 1978 film.
Yeah. Which is saying a lot, because that one is still remember the tagline of being "Believe a Man Can Fly." That's
Yeah, I feel because this movie, off the bat, James Gunn said there wasn't going to be an origin story in it, and
which was great. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. That we know who Superman is.
Yeah, it was kind of like what they did with the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Mm-hmm. They just kind of assumed you knew his origin. And it's like this movie, you literally is like dropped into the action. You're like kind of dropped into the middle of the story. It's very much like someone kind of compared to like a Saturday morning cartoon, where it's just like an episode,
right?
And then it sort of ends. And I think there were some complaints about it being a little, what's that word, like pieced together, or scenes were kind of like
chopped up a little bit.
But I felt like in the context of the movie, it kind of worked because you didn't get a whole lot of explanation on how he became Superman. It was just like he's been Superman for 3 years and he's already kind of established himself.
Superheroes already established in the universe. That you don't really need to go into all this deep details of his early life and stuff. It's just you're here. You're Superman.
And, David Corenswet, when he was announced that he was going to be the new Superman, I wasn't, super familiar with him, but I did watch a movie with him in it. It was what was it? It was a horror movie.
Okay.
It was called Pearl. It was a sequel to that movie X, and he played the love interest. And I saw that movie, and I saw the way he was acting, and I was like, man, this guy's going to kill it as Superman, because he has this kind of old school sort of 40s kind of vibe to him. And I mean, he also looks like Superman. He's got blue eyes, dark hair, super tall. I mean, he's kind of the embodiment of Christopher Reeve for the modern era, I feel,
Oh yeah, definitely. And yeah, just on that, just also there's the suit. It's not so much. No, yeah, it is. It's the color. The Snyder one that we were so used to, it was just, since everything was so dark, it just seemed, it didn't pop.
Yeah.
And I will always rally the cry for the trunks. The trunks on the design point break up all that blue.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think, for Man of Steel, for the time period it came out, they were kind of going for more of a realism, real world realism. But I feel in the last 5 or 6 years, audiences have really embraced like the comic bookness of
Oh yeah.
movies now. Like even like Deadpool and Wolverine with like
Yellow
Wolverine.
suit Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the bright colors, the kind of, I mean honestly like the suit translates really well. Like keeping the Christopher Reeve style suit, but then sort of making it more modern
Mm-hmm.
and also different. Using like the Kingdom Come symbol on his
Right.
chest and making it a little bit more like a less fitted suit, kind of made the trunks like less goofy. I know people complain about the trunks, whatever, but it feels more like a firefighter suit or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
And
It's just like I said. It also just breaks up the blue because that's a lot of blue.
yeah, totally. And that's also a small nitpick of like does it take away from the film if the suit isn't like what you want the suit to be, and it really doesn't. I mean, the heart of the movie is like the characters. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor.
I was I was rewatching a movie and just that scene where it's it's towards the end. It's the fight scene, and you see him on the deck of the building.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And just kind of sneering down, looking at the monitors, like that's a pure freaking comic book panel right there.
Yeah, I mean, and just like the characters felt like the comic book characters or what
Mhm.
you expect the characters to be like. Like Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane by Rachel Brosnahan, and there was a lot of concern that there was going to be too many like characters in the movie, but I think they did it beautifully with
Mhm. Didn't overdo it, and just enough time. You got to enjoy the characters, or you get to enjoy the characters, and then they don't overstay their welcome. It's just right amount of time.
yeah. If I was going to nitpick, because we watched it twice in the theater and then I saw it I think like 6 times at home. But if I'm going to be nitpicky, there's a couple things that kind of, like, not rub me the wrong way, but kind of like after rewatches, I'm like, oh, I wish they could have like changed that scene a little bit.
Right.
It was towards the end when Superman kind of gives that like a speech about, being human, and he's kind of facing Lex Luthor, and then all of a sudden it kind of cuts to uh, the dog, or I forgot the name of the dog.
Oh, Crypto.
Crypto attacking Lex Luthor. So it kind of
Very much that scene. When I was rewatching that scene very much reminded me of the Hulk and Loki from the first Avengers.
oh yeah, when he was getting
Yeah.
so it kind of like it. I know James Gunn tends to throw some of the humor in places. And when I first saw it, I thought it was really funny, but then I think upon rewatch, I kind of wish they would have just let that scene sort of breathe a little bit and like kind of left it kind of more like what it is. But it does not affect my appreciation for the movie. And then another thing is I kind of wish they had more of Pa and Ma Kent, and kind of had more of that, because
Right.
I know he kind of goes to their house towards the end of the movie,
Right.
and they sort of rush through it a bit.
Although that scene was great with the speech between the two.
Oh yeah, that was a great scene. I just kind of wish there was more of that.
Oh yeah.
It was a little bit like longer,
Uh-huh.
kind of, so you kind of get that feel of the relationship. But again, this movie was very fast paced, a lot of stuff in the movie, but I think James Gunn nailed just the pacing of it and combining everything, because he's really good at big ensemble movies like Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad and all that stuff. So I knew he was going to do a good job. But yeah, I mean, overall, I love this movie. Can't wait to see the sequel, Man of Tomorrow. That's going to be out next year. And then, of course, Supergirl. I'm super excited about that as well.
And it's not James Gunn, but still, it's
It's the same universe. He definitely had some input. I'm pretty sure he had some input with.
Probably some notes, but yeah, and just her little scene in Superman. Just like, oh, okay, this will be interesting.
Yeah. But have you guys seen Superman? Well, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy that. As always, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe below. What did you guys think of Superman? Have you seen it?
What's your favorite iteration of Superman? As much as I love this movie, this Fleischer Superman will always have a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I think you know, it always comes back to Christopher Reeve. I mean, he embodies Superman to me. But you know, do you guys have a favorite Superman? Let us know in the comments, and we will catch you next time.
Peace.